A lot of different systems work together to keep the world's most powerful leaders safe from both real and imagined threats. Don't forget that these buildings are not run by the presidents. They are special security units that are paid for by the people and are part of their home's protection systems. The people who work here care about the president's job. Vladimir Putin. A royal limo that looks like a tank keeps Vladimir Putin safe. He is the safest leader in the world. It looks like a Rolls-Royce more. This car has an electric motor, oxygen tanks, and assault guns. The oxygen tank is in the car because the poison in the air could kill the president. And if the president is attacked, gunfire or bombs could fill the air with smoke. It's built like a tank, and President Putin's car can sit like a cave until help comes. Firearms and bombs can both hit it. There are extra cops around all the time. There are about 10 cars in Vladimir Putin's motorcade, and a group of spies follow his car around as it moves. The Presidential Security Service has about 7,000 officers who are all very well trained. The psychological defense team's job is to look into reports of threats against the president's life. Joe Biden. One of the best people in the world is the President of the United States. This is because they are one of the most important people in the world. Like they did for the other vice presidents, the Secret Service keeps an eye on Joe Biden. It is the job of the Secret Service to protect the leaders and their families. The car that Joe Biden drives around in has a secret name, the Beast. The name goes with the car because the hide inside is extra thick and can stop both gunshots and bombs. The car has safety features and a way to call for help built in. He or she also increased the budget for protection by a lot during their time in office. This means that Joe Biden can pay for a bigger protection team. He also rides in a parade, and Secret Service agents are all around it even when it's not moving. Kim Jong. North Korea is in the dark, runs by itself, and has nuclear weapons. Kim Jong-un is their supreme boss. A lot of other countries don't get along with it. He is protected by the Guard Command, a loyal and mean group that works as his army. The Guard Command has 100,000 troops who learn how to use guns, explosives, and martial arts. Also, they follow Kim around like human shields and protect him everywhere he goes. Because his cars, buses, and vans are armed, he is one of the safest leaders in the world, which is only fair. In China, the Honky N701 is known as the Rolls-Royce of China, and the Chinese boss personally drives one. The car is safe and was made in China, which is probably done to hide what it can do. Without a doubt, it has a security system and comes to ask for help, which isn't too far away. The Chinese have never been known for being average, and the fact that so many people have tried to kill him shows how good they are. Pope Francis. Because he works for the Holy See, he is in charge of the whole country. The Pope is in charge of more than 1 billion people in every country in the world, not just that small piece of land. He is the leader of the Catholic Church. There is a very good guard group called the Swiss Guard that has been around for about 500 years. They keep an eye on Pope Francis because he is so important. They were called up and taught very well in the Swiss army. They don't just wave swords around. They also have more modern weapons in their hands. The Pope always drives around in a clear glass box. You can shoot bullets through it, and it's as strong as steel. King Mohammed bin Salman. Khalid bin Salman is the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. This country is very wealthy and strong, but it has many enemies in the Middle East and all over the world. He is very safe because he has thousands of agents, police officers, intelligence officers, and special forces members working for him. There are also safe ways for him to get around, like protected cars, helicopters, jets, and boats. Getting rid of officers who might be competitors and promoting dependable officers has also given him more power over the military and security services. Xi Jinping. China is growing into a huge country, and Xi Jinping is its leader. All over the world, China has both friends and foes. He is kept safe by the Central Security Bureau, CSB, a hidden and elite guard unit that works directly for him. A huge number of CSB officers have learned how to use guns, do martial arts, and drive. They also wear high-tech gear like shields, bulletproof belts, helmets, and things that stop signals. They follow Xi everywhere he goes and form a big wall around him to keep him safe. The Emperor of Japan. Very few people pay close attention to the Emperor of Japan. He's almost like a mythical figure, and his voice is rarely heard. He is, however, very safe. Two different groups make up the Imperial Guard. Their job is to protect the Emperor and his family. The Imperial Guard is a part of the Japanese army that does most of its work. They are taught how to fight with weapons and their bare hands. Japan is very good at making swords because it is an old and important part of their society. Emmanuel Macron. France is a big country in Europe that has been attacked by terrorists a lot lately. The leader of France is Emmanuel Macron. There is a group called GSPR that watches out for him and keeps him safe. It is made up of police officers and gendarmes who were picked because of their skills and experience. The GSPR is made up of about 80 people who carry handguns, submachine guns, and other weapons. Armed cars, motorcycles, and airplanes are also used to keep Macron and his family safe. With all the trouble in Ukraine, Macron has also called for a new security deal for Europe. This would help Russia and NATO feel better. Narendra Modi. A lot of different kinds of people live in India, which has a lot of problems inside and outside of it. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in charge. A well-trained and armed group called the Special Protection Group, SPG, was formed after Indira Gandhi was killed in 1984 to keep him safe. The SPG has about 3,000 employees. They have weapons, communication tools, cars that bullets can't hit, and teams that can take out bombs. They work with the police and security services in the area to make sure Modi's events and moves are safe as well. Angela Merkel. Germany is one of the most important countries in Europe. Angela Merkel is the president of that country. Germany has a strong economy and has a big role in world events. This woman is safe because of the Federal Criminal Police Office, BPK. It is their job to protect federal workers and their guests. About 6,000 people work for the BKA. They learn how to use guns, give first aid, drive, and do martial arts. Guard dogs, armored cars, and aircraft are also used to keep Merkel safe from any threats. That's all there is to it. A look at the extreme safety measures used around the most powerful people in the world. If this movie taught you something, please like it and follow for more cool videos. Thanks for watching, and stay safe until next time.